Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Amy in AZ VSG. Here's a little video on my EGD that I had done back in March. Hi, my name is Amy and I'm 51 years old. This is my weight loss journal. Today is Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021, and today is the day for my endoscopy as part of my insurance approval and my doctor's approval to have weight loss surgery. It is currently 4:50 a.m. We have to be at the surgical center at 6. So here we go. Hi. All IV'd up and ready, just waiting for the doctor for my endoscopy. It's currently 7:30 a.m. Hey, so I just wanted to hop in here. I did not record a lot when I got my EGD done, and I just wanted to give a little bit more details on the procedure and how the procedure helped lead me to decide to seek out a different surgeon. So anyway, that morning when I got there, we sat in the parking lot for like 30 minutes in the dark waiting for somebody. And I had to bring $800 to pay the day of the procedure because they said it was not covered by my insurance. So that was supposed to cover the anesthesiologist and the procedure. And since then, I have gotten a letter from the billing department at my prior surgeon stating that they need some form signed so that they can bill my insurance more. Anyway, the morning that I got there, checked in, and I showed you guys and me in the little gown and everything with my IV in. I waited probably 20-30 minutes, and then they wheel you into what looks like a storage room. It was pretty scary. I was already scared to death about this procedure. I've only been put under anesthesia twice that I remember in my life. Once, and it wasn't even like complete anesthesia. I was still like awake and coherent when I had my wisdom teeth extracted. They had to cut them out because they weren't through yet. That was when I was 21, and then somewhere in my 40s, I had a tubal ligation done where they go in and they cauterize your tubes so that you don't have to worry about birth control and things like that anymore. So that was the only time that I remember ever being completely put out, was with the tubal ligation. So I was scared to death to have this procedure done. Not that it's anything hard. It was actually super easy. Put the IV or the anesthesia through your IV in your hand, and like literally you're out within 10 seconds, and then you wake up and hey, it's over. It probably took like 10-15 minutes because I kind of looked at the clock before I went in and looked at the clock when they wheeled me back into the recovery room, which was the same area as the prep area after the procedure. And you're like literally next door to the person next door to you. There's like the sheet in between, and that's it. So there's no privacy. And normally when you go, at least when I go to like Simon Medical Imaging is usually where I go to have procedures and stuff done. Never been like put out for one, but like any kind of x-rays, ultrasounds, exams like that, I've always went to Simon Medical Imaging, and they're always like separate rooms where there's nobody there next to you that's going to hear anything of what's going on with you medically. So when, and then she gets to me and she's like, oh, you have a small to medium hernia. We'll discuss it in my office. you know, are you feeling okay? Okay, good, you're done. So anyway, that was basically the procedure with that. I had to wait, I want to say an hour after it was done before they would actually release me. And they had sent my husband home because it was COVID, so he couldn't wait in the waiting room with me. This was March of 2021, so they still weren't completely opened back up yet. Then he finally came and picked me up. I had like a gruff, not really sore throat, but like dry, kind of scratchy throat for the entire day. I was a little bit tired when I got home, so I took a nap. I think that was just the anesthesia wearing off. I came out of the anesthesia fairly well. It was kind of a rude awakening when I came to. When I went in, they had the oxygen thing up your nose, the little fork thing up your nose. And when I came out, she had stuck it in my mouth because I'm a mouth breather apparently. And she's like, oh, well, that's what I do with mouth breathers. And so you kind of wake up to this like air rushing into your mouth and you're like, oh, what's wrong, you know? So it was kind of weird to wake up to that. Other than that, everything went fine with it. And the next time I met with her the following month in her office, that's the appointment that you'll see coming up where I get really upset, where she talks about doing the hernia surgery separate from my sleeve surgery. And that's where she had me do a barium swallow and an ultrasound. And my new surgeon doesn't even do the scope. He's like, I would rather do everything while I'm in there and just fix it while I'm in there. And I don't want a denial from the insurance if I find out about it ahead of time. He said, I want to go in, do the surgery, fix whatever needs to be fixed, and then bill your insurance. So anyway, that was my brief little encounter with the EGD. They did give me a little, it was probably like a 5x7 pictures of my esophagus, and I had that for the longest time. I'd tell everybody, hey, you want to see my esophagus? Nothing wrong with my esophagus, and I didn't have whatever the bacteria is that they also test for while they're in there, so I didn't have any of that. But I did give that photo, there was like a series of 6 photos on the little card. I did give that to my current surgeon and he kept it, so I don't have that to show you anymore. Otherwise I'd hold it up and show it to you or insert it in my video. But anyway, that was the EGD experience and just wanted to share that with you guys. It's a lot more mental than anything else. It's super scary mental wise, but other than that, it's a super easy procedure. They're in and out. They're just looking for any issues that they might run into during the surgery. So good luck on yours and good luck on your surgery. Thanks, see you soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.